I've been in town 5 minutes. I gotta put up with this bullshit? My life is like Get Shorty. That's what it feels like, the John Travolta character when you're dealing with all the people that you deal with. I remember when I first got out here, I was telling, I got a friend of mine, Mike Marino, comedian, we went there, I got a job on this thing called the Kristin Chenoweth show. And
Was that with Matthew Perry?
The Kristin Chenoweth show was Kristin and a guy, and it was the guy from, was in Lockup with Stallone, Romano.
Yeah, Romano.
Larry Romano. And John Tenney. John Tenney played like a Donald Trump character. And I went in to read for a John Gotti character. So when I go in, I don't know where I'm at. I'm only in town for 2 or 3 days. And my friend Mike Marino, who's a comedian from the Comedy Store also, I have him give me a ride to this casting that I go to. Well, when we leave, he says, how'd it go? I said, I think I did real good. So we're leaving. The next thing, my phone rings. It's the actual agent saying, get over to Paramount right now. They want to see you for a producer session. I said, producer session? I just read. 10 minutes ago. He goes, yeah, they were watching it remote. He said, they want you to come over to Paramount now and read for the guys over there, the producers and the directors. So I said, Michael, you know where Paramount is? He goes, yeah, I know. I said, let's drive over there. So we're driving over there. He goes, you know, you're going to do real good because you're Vinny from the Bronx, and there's a guy called Vinny, and I'm not going to say this other guy's name, and he says, and this guy, he uses that Vinny from Chicago, he's talking about this guy. He's talking about this guy like he's like Sinatra, like he's a Sinatra. And I go, oh man, this guy must be a great guy, right? And the way you're talking about him, you're a good guy, you know? So we get there, I walk up, and there's the guy that he's talking about. He's reading against me on my first audition against this guy, first audition in town. And the guy walks up, he's wearing a running suit, and I'm in a suit with a tie. And he looks at me and he says, this was my introduction to actors in LA. He's got the little toothpick in his mouth, and he looks at me and goes, my friend says, Vinny, this is Vinny Cecere. This is who I'm talking about. This is Vinny. And I go, hey, how you doing? Very nice, very respectful, right? And he goes, yeah, I used to dress like that too for these things. I said, what'd you say? He said, no, I said, I know what you're trying to say. You want to get in my head, you little sawed-off fuck? Listen to me very carefully. I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I'll drop kick you out that fucking window. Look over there, don't even fucking look at me. And Mike grabs him and pulls him on the side, says, buddy, don't fuck with him. He's not just, he's one of them guys. You're playing with fire. He will throw you out the fucking window. And the guys go later on. Now he gets me so angry. I'm like, I've been in town 5 minutes. I got to put up with this bullshit. I go in, I'm hot. And the director's right there. And he goes, hey, what happened to your face? I go, what are you, a cop? You're writing a book? Just read the line. I was so fed up. And, he says, no, really. I says, okay. Any law enforcement in here? No? Good. All right, here's the thing. I'm sticking a guy in the trunk of my car last night, right? And I had no idea. I thought he was out cold. He wasn't. He kicked me one shot before I got the thing, and he busted open my eye right here. And I had to go get the stitches this morning. But I stabbed him 3 more times for that because that hurt. The guy goes crazy. So he goes, thank you, Vince, right? Thank you. And I leave. I walk out the door, and you know how actors are lined up there? Right. I go, guys, go home. I got it. Piss everybody off.
That's
right?
a classic story, man.
Yeah. Well, I did get it. He called me right in the car right away. He goes, Vince, they loved you. He goes, that guy loved you. He already hired you. Don't worry about it. You got it.